bottom left, our Zerg player saying, "Don't you ever make carriers against me."
MVP DongRaeGu.
He says, carriers? Those just look like dirigibles, which is my name.
DongRaeGu, fan from Singapore. We got nerds around the world.
That's right, man.
That's right.
Nerds are everywhere. They're taking over.
In the upper right, we have the Kratos Protoss, the Obama Toss. Will he do another 2-base timing? We're going to see. His ID is
MC.
And
okay, it's a storyboard. I think these guys want to make a TV show. All right, we're not going to help you guys make a TV show. I'm sorry. Now, MC opening with a 1-base play. Excited about that. He showed before that he had the correct decision-making brain to not go 1-gate expand against speed first, so we should not be seeing that here. It's a possibility he'll open with a 2-gateway expand, a 3-gateway expand, or perhaps a Void Ray plus 2-gateway expand. I would say 3-gate is a great choice in this map, and let's talk about this map for a minute.
Let's do it.
Lots of small, narrow hallways. Force fields, way too good here against ground armies. DRG, I mean, while there may be roaches in this game, the actual tech that you want to go for as a Zerg player is going to be Mutalisks, because you can, of course, run around the map, and I mean, I can't even stress to you how good force fields are on this map.
Yeah.
It's like silly. So,
no, it's pretty insane, man.
yeah, it's a funny way that the metagame for this map actually works out. Like, you can actually get a Colossus out, a single Colossus. Everything is so clumped as it moves through this map. And you put down a couple force fields, it makes it even worse. So, what will DRG go for? What will be his strategy? Will it be something cheesy? Will he just go for a Mutalisk play? Of course, there's a possibility he'll have to open with roaches.
Counterattacks are really strong for the Zerg here.
Yeah.
That's like what the Zerg has to depend on, is the fact that you have to at least defend your base if the Zerg attacks it, and the Zerg was always going to be a little bit faster than
But
Protoss.
thing is, you have to be careful as well. That high ground above the natural, any good Protoss is going to make a wall there and attack up the other side, or maybe not a wall, maybe put some sentries down. And that's going to be an area that's very difficult to counterattack against. I mean, what are you going to do, jump over the force field? No. No, you're not. So, oh man, I'm excited, because we don't get to see many top-level PvZs here.
All right, well, the probe is going to get inside the main base here. And he's going to see it this very second that link speed completes, because that certainly is going to be a hell of a lot faster.
Bam, sees it. And DRG looks very standard right now. MC, on the other hand, going for the 3 gates. So he's going to go for a 3-gateway expand. It's as safe as you can get on this map.
Yeah, it's better than the 1-gate expand in this case, because the speed's already out.
Yeah, that's actually just gambling with your game. You're like, hey, if you're really smart and good at this game, you're going to kill me.
He's like, hey guys, I'm going to take this GSL game and go to the roulette tables with it. I'm like, really, man?
I know.
Really?
3-gate expand is not that much slower either. It saddens me when that happens. So we do have the 3 gates going. The warp gate about to finish, as well as those 2 gates. He's going to be completely safe taking this expansion, as long as he controls his army right. DRG, seeing what's going on with this timing, he's going to know, okay, 3 gates. Probably not even make any extra speedlings yet. He just wants to keep scouting the map, see anything that's possibly incoming.
Now, the 3 additional sentries are so that he has those force fields to defend, and he has the minerals to make the Nexus, so everything sort of balances out.
6-lings coming up for a little harassment, maybe grab the probe, maybe cause a pylon to cancel, you never know. Just do whatever you can with them. But he's on top of it. Okay, a Stargate going up.
Very good Stargate.
Old school style here. 3-gate expansion into a Stargate.
This is the kind of stuff that he used to win, I believe it was Season 5.
Yeah.
Against Zerg.
He was very force field heavy in that season. But, so, he's going to have the Stargate, and that, of course, he's going to try to harass the 3rd base of DRG, who's already desperately pushing his creep around. He's got to know that it is a possibility. MC loves his Void Ray Phoenix play.
we have the third base here for DRG. Now, the third base for the Zerg is fairly easy to acquire. It's the farthest location from the Protoss' base besides the Zerg's main. But as the game gets longer and longer here, as you can see based off the geography of the map, each expansion is actually slightly closer to the Protoss, which means it's a shorter distance for the Protoss to attack into, which means it's a little bit harder to time out when you need to make drones, so he's got to be very careful.
See, a Void Ray is, in fact, being chrono boosted out. MC's got a great position on all his buildings right now. Decent number of sentries, considering he's going Void Ray at the moment. Starting his Phoenix production as well. So he's safe from everything right now. There's just, I mean, you can't really attack him with roaches because of the Void Ray. And, of course, he's got the sentries to buy himself time. He's got the cannon just in case. So everything looking very standard, very good, as he does put up his gases and a lot of drones going over by DRG.
DRG also very, very good at just making sure he's getting all the upgrades throughout the game. He doesn't super focus on one thing. Even when you see him going mass mutas, he's still upgrading Baneling speed, for instance. Now we have the Phoenix out here, just doing a little bit of scouting.
Creep being pushed very quickly right now by DRG towards that extra base. He wants his queens to be as mobile as possible. He's laying just so much creep, man. This is the best early game creep spread that I've seen yet. He's really focusing on it, which I love. It's just such a smart move for this map. Now he is going up to his lair. He's just gotten his 4th and 5th and 6th gases. Will he go straight into Spire? It is going to make some roaches for now. Now, of course, because there is a Stargate out, there are going to be Phoenixes if he does choose to go for any mutas. And if you've already started Phoenixes when they start mutas, then you're fine. You can go Phoenixes as an anti-muta counter. So he's got to be careful with any choices he makes here. As is, it looks like he's upgrading 4 roaches, but notice he's getting the level 1 Zerg Carapace. That's so that he can switch into Lings later on and not be really, you know, upgrading things that aren't going to be useful when roaches are garbage a little bit later.
Yeah, well said, Artosis. And again, DRG continuing to push out this creep. Very nice. And now we see the Protoss moving out. Now, normally the Protoss cannot move out with this size of an army, but on this map you can. It's easy enough to chop up the little entrance points with force fields, and you are actually allowed to do this with Protoss. It's okay. Yeah. Normally you'd have to wait for all these gateways to finish.
So we have the Hydralisk Den on the way. Spine and Spore going down all over the place. Just being as careful as possible. In fact, MC backing up right now after scouting that, saying, okay, just checking. That's fine. Supply in the lead for DRG. He's got 126 and 93 with 62 drones against 48 probes. And Psystorm being the weapon of choice here. I like it, man. I do like that. It's an automatic counter to any possible mutas later on. He's already got a lot of energy on his sentries. And some
taking out a few drones here.
Notice how he chose to do that after he threatened an attack. If DRG hadn't been as ready, he could use the lifts against the units instead of the economy of DRG.
Oh, that's a great point, Artosis. Really good point.
All right. So this is not going to do anything.
I don't know what his game plan was there.
Oh, looks like he wants to get the +2 attack. And that's a great thing to kill off. MC really botching the force fields for a moment there. And in fact, DRG's still going for it. This is actually a little bit crazy.
Whoa.
Ah, now we see. But the cannon is in range to see a lot of those. Nice force fields. Does lose an extra sentry, though. And now with these Phoenixes coming in.
Was that actually worth it? I'm a little bit confused.
I would say getting rid of +2 attack is very nice. And oh! Well, now it's worth it. Tasteless taking down these sentries, the most important unit on this entire map. Oh my god, he removed all but 1 sentry. MC bungling it right there.
And you know what?
Oh my god.
The Spire's almost done. So now he's going to have a bunch of mutas.
He's got
the Protoss has to remake.
As well.
Yeah, he's going to have to remake those sentries.
Oh my god, this is such a weird scenario. In fact, right now he shouldn't go muta right this second because he killed all those. And, I mean, MC doesn't have any sentries. If he stays on Hydra Roach for a little bit, forces the sentries, it's going to be harder to purchase any High Templars or any Stalkers, and he's only on 2 base. You really need to be 3 base against Muta. You really need that 3rd base with the additional gas. So staying right now on Hydra Roach is the correct decision. MC does have Psystorm. In fact, he has almost 4 of them saved up.
Really nice play here.
Oh wow, I've got chills. MC really botched that though, man. If he had kept all those sentries alive during that attack, that's basically all he had to do. This army of DRGs would be worthless. It'd be worthless, man. You couldn't do anything with it on these small corridors. But as is, he's only got 1 sentry. He just warped it in. That's it. Or no, I guess he saved that one early on, but he's only got 1. That's the point. Now a ton of spines going up for DRG. Harassment continues. And it looks like MC is thinking about just all-inning here, man.
Yeah, it does appear to be the case. I think MC's realizing he's almost back in game number 1 here without all those sentries. And so many spine crawlers, spore crawlers coming up here that this entrance, I don't know if he's going to be able to move around the map very much. I think he's going to be very surprised to see this.
As these spines do finish, it's going to be great, but MC hitting the timing right before the finish. Oh my god. We do have a counterattack moving in by DRG, and if it does go in the base trade scenario, don't forget that DRG does have more bases, more buildings around as well. This is actually a crazy game right now, man.
Both the locations with the probes.
Yeah, and he's got to stop probes from running away, or they can build buildings around the map and make this take a lot longer.
Oh my god. All right, he's moving out now again. A blinking on top, and it does start having up. This game is going in pretty quickly here, guys.
It is indeed. He's going for it. He's got a micro, the best micro of his life right now. We do have the attack happening, and he does blink away. This is a pretty scary army. He doesn't want to attack down at those spine crawlers, moving up to this high ground area. Interesting that he ran all the way back there. In fact, just going for this base, and it looks like DRG may be able to kill off this army.
Yeah, it looks like he's managed to trap him over here. Even though Blink is handy, he's not going to get out of here just in time. And I think that may be the end of MC. GG.
Oh my god, DRG with some clutch sentry kills, a clutch counterattack, and he is happy as can be right now.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
What a well-deserved win there by MVP DRG. Taking out MC in, I think, at least in 2 games were just sentry assassinations.
Yes.
That allowed him to just develop into the late game.
You're completely right. You're completely right. The sentries are the unit that you cannot lose. It's like losing siege tanks into TVT. You get way far behind. So I think that we may be having a quick little interview with DRG. DRG very happy, has no idea where to go right now.
He's like, I don't know, man. Where are the sentries? I got to kill more sentries. All right, now he will be interviewed here.
박수호 선수, 대단합니다. 잠깐 여기서 이제 우왕좌왕 하셨는데, 그만큼 지금 어떤 그 승리의 소감이 남다를 것 같아요. 소감 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
일단 너무 좋아요. 너무 좋고, 일단 좋긴 한데, 일단 결승전 또 할 생각하니까 또 좀 걱정되는 것도 있네요. 네.
그렇습니다. 네. 카메라를 좀 쳐다보고 말씀하세요. 박수 선수가 이제 이 4명의
really happy,
선수의
but he thinks the finals he gets a little bit
GSL에서
worried.
우승을 차지해보지 못한 선수예요. 그런 만큼 많은 분들이 박수호가 이번에는 마지막에 연말에 큰일을 보내주지 않을까 하는 기대를 하고 계신데, 문성원 또는 정종현이란 말이에요.
네네.
두 선수 모두 박수 선수가 많은 경기를 해본 적이 있는 선수들인데,
네네.
어떤 선수가 개인적으로 조금 더 괜찮습니까? 둘 다 센데요.
정말 둘 다 굉장한 선수긴 한데,
네.
그래도 제 입장에선 올해 최고의 선수로 손꼽히는 정정현 선수를 결승에서 이긴다면 저한테 그만한 마무리는 없을 것 같아요. 네.
MMA and MVP are both great players.
정정현 선수에게 뭔가 이제 도전장을 내미는 듯한 박수호 선수인데, 사실 오늘 경기를 보면 좀 쉽지 않았어요. 사실 3세트가 끝날 때까지만 하더라도 이제 2대1로 몰려 있는 상황이고, 그리고 게다가 이제 2세트, 3세트를 지고 있던, 어떻게 보면 페이스가 좀 처질 수도 있던 상황이었는데 4세트, 5세트에서 놀라운 집중력을 발휘했습니다. 그때 좀 심정을 한번 말씀을 해 주시겠습니까?
일단 오늘 오기 전부터 4번째 맵이 너무 안 좋아서 이기기 무조건 3대0으로 이기자고 생각을 했는데 2, 3세트를 너무 제 실수와 함께 허무하게 패배하는 바람에 걱정이 많이 됐는데
DRG didn't like the last 2 maps.
글쎄요, 민철이가
So you wanted to win 3-0.
결승을
Unfortunately, he was down 2-1. So he had to concentrate really hard, and it pulled off.
자, 이제 사실은 안정현 해설도 또 질문 한번 해주시죠.
박수호 선수에게 이제 질문하고 싶은 건 이제 박수호 선수가 GSL 이제 블리자드컵 결승까지 오르면서 많은 주목을 받고 빛을 보고 있는데, 사실 실력에 비해서 그렇게 막 못 올라오면서 언더그라운드에서 활동하는 시간이 제법 길었단 말이에요. 선수들 사이에서 알려져 있는데 이제 방송 경기에 팬들 앞에 모습을 못 드러내고 이러면서 은근히 이제 박소 선수가 저그 전체에게 공헌한 것도 많았어요. 테란전을 상대로 이제 빠르게 이제 밀리 유닛 공이업을 한다거나 프로토스전에서 이제 맹독충 활용도를 이제 깨워낸다거나 이런 많은 공헌을 했음에도 불구하고 방송의 모습을 못 드러내고 있었다. 그 시간 동안 되게 마음고생도 있었을 것 같은데 그때 심정은 그때 이제 고생을 하고 지금에 와서 이제 주목받고 있는 이 그때 이제 심경 대비 같은 건 어떻게 되나요?
그렇죠. 일단 많이 그러니까 레더 상에선 좋은 성적을 내고 있었는데 일단 이렇게 GSL에서 뚜렷한 모습을 보이지 못해서 많이 저한테 실망스러웠는데
I was doing well on the ladder and practiced a lot.
있는 것 같아서 네, 다행인 것
But the
같아요.
GSL results weren't reflecting my true skill.
그리고 박소 선수가 이제
So
저한테
I'm
개인적으로
very
이제
happy
만약에 오늘 이제
that I
경기
was able
결과가 안
to show
좋으면
everybody
내일 이제 맛있는 거를 먹으러 가자고
my
약속을
true
했었는데
potential.
약속을 이제 다음으로 또 미뤄야 될 것
다음으로,
같은데
네.
알겠습니다. 마지막으로 결승전에 나서는 그 소감을 팬들에게 또 한 말씀 그 각오와 함께 부탁드릴게요.
어렵게 올라온 만큼 결승전 무대 또한 네, 멋지게 우승해서 올해 마무리 잘 하도록 하겠습니다.
네
It's
고맙습니다.
been a tough road to the
박성호
finals. I'm
선수에게
going to do my
부탁드릴게요.
best to show
네.
great games. Please tune in.
네 고맙습니다. 박성호 선수. 네 고맙습니다.
Well, there you have it. DRG is confirmed for the finals. We're going to have MMA against MVP next after a short break. And I am right this time that we'll have a short break. Sorry about that mix-up. The previous little thing there. So stay tuned. We'll be back soon with our final series for today.